We need a better dance move.
I'm telling you.
Jesus.
But you guys were passing currents yesterday now. Maybe we should pass currents.
How does it feel like to be a little girl on the show today?
Yeah, the only
Take currents first. I mean, I'm excited. I like it.
Are you okay?
I know I'm sitting in the middle today.
For the first time?
No, actually.
Can I say that?
Like, I don't like that. You did not let me finish my excitement voice for the first time.
Yeah, sorry.
No, let's move on.
Hello, welcome to Take 3, the show where entertainment headline meet real conversation. From stories trending online to development making waves in the industry, we bring you the moment everyone has been talking about. I am Abdulaziz Labaika.
All right. It's a packed show.
Yes, it is indeed. My name is Kate Adeogun, and on the show today, singer Simi sparked a major conversation online after calling out men, she says, seek attention during the postpartum period following the birth of twins. Well, now comments have drawn strong reactions and opened up wider discussions across social media. We're going to be having this conversation and many more.
Plus, in a more serious development, Nollywood actress Angela Okorie is making headlines after being remanded in Suleja Correctional Centre over alleged cybercrime. Now, the case has stirred conversations online with fans and observers reacting to the unfolding situation. Of course, I'm Sam Dandy, and it's a lineup of stories and reactions you don't want to miss. Remember, you can also join the conversation with us at News Center Television across all platforms. We're live on YouTube, and we can also send in, or you can also send in your messages via WhatsApp. The number is showing on your screen, and we'll read them as the show, of course, continues. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
In entertainment, Nollywood actress Angela Okorie has been remanded at the Suleja Correctional Centre following her arraignment over alleged cyber-related offences. Okorie was arrested in Lagos on Tuesday by operatives of the State Criminal Investigation Department, CID, before being transferred to Abuja. The Lagos State Police Public Relations Officer, Abimbola Adebisi, confirmed that the actress was taken into custody by the Nigerian Police Force National Cybercrime Centre. Filmmaker Ajemba Stanley further disclosed that Okorie was charged to court on Wednesday, after which the court ordered her remand pending further proceedings. While reports suggest the case may be linked to allegations of criminal defamation stemming from a petition over statements allegedly made by the actress. The police, however, are yet to release an official statement detailing the exact charges. Away from that, the family of late gospel singer Omije Ojumi has broken its silence, denying claims that they solicited financial assistance following the singer's death. In a public statement, the family clarified that while well-wishers offered support voluntarily, they never begged for money, describing reports suggesting otherwise as misleading. They appealed for respect and privacy as they continue to mourn, while thanking supporters for their prayers and goodwill. Popular American streamer IShowSpeed has been granted Ghanaian citizenship following the completion of his widely publicized Africa tour. The content creator, who visited several African countries during the tour, had drawn massive crowds and cultural interest, particularly in Ghana. Authorities say the decision recognized his positive representation of African culture and his strong connection with the country during his visit. The move has generated mixed reactions online, ranging from celebration to debate over citizenship policies. Rap superstar Nicki Minaj has reacted sarcastically after reports revealed that over 160,000 people signed petitions calling for her deportation. In a social media response, the rapper thanked petition signers, joking that they helped finalize her citizenship. The comment has since gone viral, with fans praising her defiant tone, while critics argue it trivializes serious immigration discussions. The petition stemmed from ongoing controversies surrounding the rapper. And finally, American rapper Kanye West has postponed the release of his upcoming album to March, following mixed reactions to his recent apology addressing anti-Semitic remarks. While West attempted to walk back earlier statements, the apology failed to convince many critics, leading to renewed scrutiny and public backlash. Industry observers suggest the album delay may be an effort to allow tensions to cool, as debates around accountability, redemption, and free expression continue to trail the artist. And that's all entertainment. I'm Sam Dandy.
Now you're up to date on the latest happenings in the world of entertainment. And of course, you're still watching Take 3. This is the only lady on the show for today, reporting for duty.
Wow. You're really feeling the title.
Yes. It is what it is. Princess.
How do you feel about
I
that?
miss the princess title, by the way.
How do you feel?
I'm excited about it. I'm in the midst of the men. The men that have long bank accounts.
Oh, wow.
According to Sam Dandy.
I mean, if you're on Rebecca Snap, you know who has the long back account. You know.
I see that. But let's get into the hot topics for today. Now, remember that you can be a part of the conversation. The WhatsApp number should be on your screen right now, and you can also join us live on YouTube at News Central TV Live. Trust me, these stories for today are the ones that you want to talk about. Yes, so we will be reading your comments live as they come in. So please make it a date with us, okay? Now let's start with singer Simi, who has sparked conversation online after calling out men she says seek attention during the postpartum period. In a trending post, the singer shared her thoughts on what she described as men shifting focus to themselves at a time when women are recovering and adjusting after childbirth. Her comments have resonated with many women online, while also drawing mixed reactions from others who feel that the conversation should be a little bit more balanced. But of course, as it is the social media tradition, the post has since fueled wider discussions on parenting roles, emotional support, and expectations during the postpartum phase, that is after the woman gives birth. Who should we focus on? The man or the woman or the baby? Daddy, mommy, or the baby? Who are we focusing on?
Well, I mean, the baby number one, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I'm joking. Scratch that. My wife will be looking at this and saying, Sam, how dare you? The wife number one, okay? Then the baby next, you know, and then the husband. But like they said, honestly, a healthy balance now.
Healthy balance. But let's watch this video and then we come back and talk about it. Remember, again, you are a part of the conversation. We'll watch this video. We'll be back.
The next time I hear a man say, why is it that when a woman is pregnant or she's giving birth, nobody asks her how is the daddy? It's on site. It's on site. How is the daddy? What happened to the daddy? I don't understand. Oh, I've not slept in 24 hours. I've not slept in 40. So God. I understand though, you are thinking about all the things you have to do to raise a baby. When you get to that bridge, you will cross it. But in that moment, that's not your moment, okay? Because did your say they didn't have to sew, you didn't have to stitch you back together because your body did they cut you open and bring a human being out? Have you been growing a human being in your body with nutrients from your body, depleting nutrients every day? Your body transforming. Have you been swelling on and off? And that's an easy pregnancy. Did you go months and months of nausea when you can't keep food down? Have you had pain from fibroids? Have you? I'm thinking. There's a list. You know, there are people that have a list of things that can go wrong. Have you risked your life? And there are people that have multiple children. Have you risked your life? How is the daddy? If they even ask you that, how is the daddy gone? You're supposed to even look at him now, Papa, you won't disgrace me. How is the daddy? I tell baby me, I won't baby in the hospital. The only thing that you should be asking is, how's your wife? Is she recovering okay? How's the baby? Are you okay? Are you guys settling okay? Do you need anything? Not how is the daddy.
Well, that was what Simi had to say with regards to...
She is such a comedian.
I have a question.
Okay.
How is the daddy?
It's fine.
Good one.
Daddy is fine. But what do we think about this? Coming from the men, you know, let's have it.
To be honest, like you said, I think it's only right that, I mean, the lady gets the spotlight because, I mean, she's one that had to go through a lot of things to actually bring a baby out of herself. So, I mean, she should get all the spotlight, but that doesn't mean that, because let's look at this mental trauma too, in a way. You don't know what she had to go through, the husband having to, like, look for the money, for example, in the case of looking for funds, in the case of, I mean, being with her throughout the whole process. There's a lot to consider in all of this, you understand? So, you cannot just put it that only the mother, you understand? But in a way, I feel like she deserves maybe like 70% of the
And then the
attention.
man gets
spotlight.
30.
Maybe like no. Let me do like, let's say 50 to the woman, right? 30 to the child, and then 20 to the father.
Okay, Babaika says 50 to the mommy, 30 to the baby, 20 to the daddy.
Babaika, that's a...
If you agree with Babaika, let us know. Drop your thoughts.
That's not bad. Even though as a man, you know, I still think 20 is a bit too small for me, you know.
Hey,
I think that, you know, you should properly give me credit because could she have carried the baby without me? You know, we came together to create this baby. So, you know,
The input was from you.
You're only carrying your blessing. You know what I mean? To be honest, I feel like we're not going to water down, you know, what a woman goes through. I think it's incredible that women have the strength to do it. But at the end of the day, there's no call for me, but it's what they're made for now. You know, that's
our work,
that's how God gave it to them. That's the strength that the Lord gave women. And of course, women will always get the love, you know. I think it's only right that, you know, men are there to support in everywhere. And I think that maybe some men don't even know that they should. There's a lot more you can do to support the woman going through all that. But it still does not mean that you should ask how is daddy, please. Daddy too is thinking that daddy is hot.
Yeah.
Daddy is thinking about the money. Daddy might make wrong decisions. Daddy needs support. He needs encouragement. Yeah. We've seen daddies because, you know, I want to be a daddy soon too.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
amen to that.
We've seen videos of daddies passing out, you know, just thinking about their wives trying to give birth and they are fainting. It's nothing compared to the woman carrying the baby. But at the same time, please, Ejo, how is daddy?
Yeah, it's actually it's very important. And that's why I like some of the reactions that I've seen with regards to this particular post where people are saying, okay, let's try and create a balance. The daddy is also important because, like you mentioned, mental trauma. They go through a whole lot as well. Like you said as well, Sam, that most of these men, when they enter the labor room with their women, for the people who have the strength to do that, because that's quite a lot. I'm not sure if I want my man to witness that, but it's better I witness it so that I respect people.
I've seen videos of when the father is probably there and the mother is like holding her hand throughout the whole journey. Like I see that a lot.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So men actually deserve that credit. Having to get that 20% attention that I said.
Or even more.
Even more,
because while the woman is carrying the child as well, the kind of stress that the man goes through is a lot. For example, we've heard and seen some women asking to smell petrol before they're able to go to bed, or they want to smell sawdust, or they want to eat akara from Shomolu, or they want to eat papa from Yagana. And the men will have to go and do it because you're heavy. You can't do all the running around yourself. And you probably don't want to send someone. So women will even insist that it's you that you should go and buy it.
They want to go around. You did it. Honestly, I remember even like my mom always talks about, you know, giving birth. And she said that the way she pulled my father, I pulled his shirts to the drag and say, Oga, it's you that did this. And I'm like, okay. But think about it in this way, right? Yeah. We all understand what postpartum what that could mean like for a woman, right? And none of us have been through it personally. And even though we've heard about it. So is it possible that a woman wants to recover and come back to being her full self, you know, and even be even stronger without the support of someone around her? Exactly. So if this man also is not eating well, he's not sleeping right, has not prepared, is not mentally there, he's not going to be able to give you the support you need, and you'll be feeling bad. So both people are just going to crash out and end up after the baby hating each other. So at the same time, as much as we want to give the woman all the support, what if she bounces back, she's good, and then the man is now depressed after? He's now sad. So there needs to be, because remember, two have become one. And now the two of you honestly need to come together and raise that baby. If not,
and this brings me to a podcast that I listened to, was it earlier today or late last night, where this lady came out to say, oh, the guy is not appreciative of her and all of that. But what she now said that got me was she was not feeling fine at some point. I think she had brain surgeries like twice or whatnot. And this guy nursed her back to health. But he needed time to also process what he had gone through. So he's not really into, oh, let's go on dates or whatnot. But you're ready because you're fine. You're ready to go back into the space, like outside and enjoy Itala kind of thing. But this guy is not ready because he has to go through, you know, process everything that he went through taking care of you. And it's the same thing for this postpartum phase as well. The man went through a lot, buying akara and puff inside Isaleko and all of that. So it needs time as well to also, you know, relieve himself of whatever stress he has gone through. That's why I'm saying that, okay, there has to be some sort of balance. Big shout out to the amazing men out there who stay, you know, like they stay gidigba through all the stress, because some women can give wahala.
And there are also some, I think, some birth issues that can happen. So, for example, you might have to make some drastic decisions in a place where maybe you have to operate her. For example, it can be a normal, exactly. It cannot be CS. And for that CS, obviously, it's more money, it's more stress, it's more trauma. Like you're like, what do I have to do this? You understand? So in that way now, you have to make that decision on that that spot to be like, should they not? So that particular mental trauma on the father or the family is very stressful. Like should they? And at the end of the day, they might have to do that. But the main point is that you get to see the baby. The baby is alive. The mother is alive. Everybody's happy.
Everybody's doing
But what you're
well.
saying makes so much sense because truthfully now, you're still a unit. Things still need to happen. The man, you might still need to work. There are things that need to go down. And at that point in time, the woman is unable to make proper decisions. You're not going to start asking her, baby, what's of this? You know, you won't be able to make those decisions. So really, it's a lot of stress. But like Kate had said earlier, we're going to remind you that you can, of course, drop your messages on the WhatsApp number showing your screen. We're going to take a few of them so you can be a part of the conversation as well. This one here says, hello, my good presenters of Take 3. I like that. Okay. It says, please, women should realize that men terribly go through a lot during a wife's or his wife's pregnancy and delivery period. Men go through a lot of mental situations. Will the baby come? Will the wife be safe? Money for hospital bill, food for the family to eat, and you will still go to the office. Perhaps we should start giving men like 6 months, you know?
Paternity leave.
I'm just saying. Emeka from Kano says women carry the pregnancy, but men also go through the stress as well. Shout out to you, Emeka.
Yeah, absolutely. Men go through the stress.
Yeah, a lot of stress.
They do go. I remember my brother when he had his first child. He was complaining that me only so. I said sorry. You get used to it, you know. But it's a beautiful experience, and we know that there are some men. I think we were talking about it off air. There are some men that after they witness that first face like this, they feel like they don't want to go back. I know one guy that said 1 year he did not go near his wife at all because he was so worried and scared. Exactly. And then the woman is say, baby, oh yeah now. Second child, what's here now? Baba say, wait, what your eyes saw?
You know, want to go back there?
Because that's why they say it's danger zone. Life for
exactly.
One line like this.
We thank God for like the medical professionals. We thank God for getting better in Nigeria. You know, people who are able, midwives and all. But honestly, like it's so powerful what the husband and wife can go through in that period and how they both need each other to come out of it, or else it could really affect someone forever.
Yes.
You know, God forbid cases where you know you lose the baby, that could traumatize both parties. You know, God forbid you lose the wife and you're thinking, we would have kept a not born baby. If you ask most men who married and made these vows, are you joking? Like, I want my wife back, you know? So God forbid everyone wants it to go properly. And when you do, as opposed to fighting or going back and forth, let's bless everybody. Say, thank God, or thank for the work you did do. Kushel, we appreciate you. As opposed to, because it could have gone anywhere else. And you would have been crying. You know what I mean? So,
end of the day.
Shout out to you.
That brings me to something again. I remember I saw a movie some years ago where it happened that you had to make that decision between picking the child or the mother. You see that mental trauma of having to think that you are responsible for choosing somebody's life over another. That one alone can almost like break you. Like think about that for years. Like how does that even happen? You understand? So that's what I'm saying, that the mental trauma that men go through when their wife is giving birth or stuff like that is always crazy because it's tough.
Do you know the crazy part? The man has to be strong for everybody.
Yes.
Even if he's weak, even if things are going crazy and he wants to cry, he now has to muster it because men can't cry. Please, men will cry.
They should cry. Who said you should not cry? You better cry if you need to cry.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy, and as men, you can speak about it, you can talk to anyone about it, you can open up, maybe not to your wife, to family, to your pastor, someone you trust. Because honestly, sharing, you know, it helps to relieve the burden, you know, because honestly, it can be crazy for anybody.
Yes,
so we appreciate both man, woman, pikin too. Say, we come out, we don't stress mama.
Well done. Well done. And I believe that we have been able to convince you and not confuse you on the Take 3.
And let me know if you're okay with my percentage too, because I came up with 50,
30, 20.
So let me know if that was
that 20.
So it's okay to ask, where is daddy? Or how is daddy? It's okay to ask.
Please.
It is indeed okay to ask. Now we move on to our next hot topic conversation for today. Labaika, you have this one.
Actress Angela Okorie has been remanded in custody at Suleja Correctional Centre in Niger State, following her arrest, following arraignment on allegation of cyberstalking and criminal defamation. According to court records, Okorie appeared before a federal high court in Abuja on a 3-count charge where she pleaded not guilty to including accusation she conspired with another individual to post harmful and defamatory content against a fellow actress online. Justice Emeka Nwite denied an oral bail application and ordered the Okorie remain in prison until a formal bail hearing scheduled for January 30. Operatives of Nigerian Police Force, Nigerian Cybercrime Centre reportedly arrested Okorie at a Lagos residence earlier in the week before she was flown to Abuja for court proceedings. The case stems from a petition alleging that Okorie's online post violated provisions of the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act, with police saying the content was intended to cause reputational harm and public unrest. Neither the actress nor the accuser has issued an official statement following the remand order.
That's an interesting one, because to think that it's been a while that she made that comment, and you know, the decision that's just been taken now to take legal action with regards to it, or maybe they've been on it for a while and then this is happening right now. But of course, Stanley Okorie, who is her colleague in the industry, came out to say something like, oh, he's going to fight for her, that why would they come and pick her at around 6 a.m. in the morning and then fly her to Abuja, and now she's reprimanded in, you know, the correctional center and whatnot. But we're going to take a listen to or watch this video, the one I was talking about that it's been a while that she made, and of course it had something to do with mentioning Mercy Johnson. Yeah, so we'll watch this and we'll be back.
I got the news recently that Miss Johnson is not feeling well, and I really honestly feel for her, and I want the best for her. I want her to win. And for real, the kind of sickness they told me she has is not something I would ever want to wish any of my enemies. And today, I've forgiven her. And I would not want to say anything that has to do with her.
Well, so that was the video.
I've forgiven her, like she's God. That sounded like I'm forgiving her.
Why she was saying that? Did she think that she was going to pass away as a result of the sickness?
That she won't wish on her enemies.
But what do we make of these things? It looks like it's a thing now. I feel like every day this week we've had a conversation about cybercrime, defamation, libel, slander, and all of that. What do we do about this thing?
Well, at this point, I don't know, maybe it's a new normal, because people feel like they have something to say about you one way or the other. Either the one we talked about Arasta, where someone leaked that news, that was one. This one now about somebody. Like, it's just crazy, because one way or the other, you need to know that whatever you're doing, as long as you know you can affect somebody else negatively, just know that there's a boundary to it. There's a list, there's a number you could go, there's a way you could talk about things. Even if you feel like you have grievances towards this person, you want to like air out your opinion, but you need to know that there's a limit to any of these things. So I don't know.
I don't even know why people are like this. Like, does your opinion even matter? Like, who asked you? You're talking about someone else and saying it. It's interesting because it obviously just looks like drama. You look up pretty or nice that you say, oh, the disease I've heard that Messi has.
Like,
it's so dramatic.
And it's a lie, because Messi came out to debunk this.
Yes, exactly. You say, I don't wish it on my enemies. You obviously just want traction. You just obviously want attention. You're obviously like looking for all that drama. And now you got it. Now you're being remanded. They put you, they bail, they never give you.
Yes.
I think hopefully the more we see these things happen, because I feel like sometimes they say experience is the best teacher. Until they can't carry on, until police until these things happen before people realize that you just don't say anything. Back in the people will say, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. But somehow people don't get that.
They don't get that, but I'm happy that people are getting the consequences for their actions right now.
I think
we've seen that. Yeah, we've seen that play out. Exactly. I like that you use that line. Nemesis is catching up with them. But I mean, I hope they find a way around this one.
My dear, I want the update hot as it is hot. You know, because I mean, when you look at people and you, I feel like it's so beautiful what social media has become. Because you look at people and you project, oh, they look good. They should be sensible. You know, you assume that this is a mature person who is like learned. You know, but we've seen that a lot of times we are the problems. We are the ones who give people these rights, this effrontery. You know, because they're famous now, because we gave them small clouds. You know, we talked about them, and now they feel like they can talk about other people. No, but there are consequences for your actions, and you will sleep in prison. Because honestly, it's way better, in my opinion, than going back and forth and dragging someone online. No, I don't need to go and get boys. I'm not a tout to come and mess you up because you said something that was completely wrong.
Just pick them up.
Just let the law do it.
Let the police do their job.
And I don't know about you, but nothing. If we're talking about Nigeria being what Nigeria is, I can't imagine being a me till blow self, being in any kirikiri, being in any police. Don't imagine that. Can you imagine that?
Now, was that Yoruba?
I don't even know what it was. It's the fear of Nigerian prison that brought that out of me. So I don't know if people are not afraid of these things, but it's okay. Say what you want. In fact, talk about me. Talk about me. Slander me.
Tweet about me.
Tweet about me.
Retweet whatever they say about me, and let's see how
it's
that will
ridiculous
go.
because people say the most things even in comment section, and it all started like we called it trolling, you know. But now we're calling it what it is. There's defamation. Let's call it what it is. Cybercrime. It is a crime. It's an offense to say stuff you don't know, you're not sure of, for no reason. Okay.
And then using allegedly.
Even cyberstalking is a crime.
Stop using allegedly too, because allegedly my brain will say, whoa.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh
we have to find a way around it.
I'm hoping that, you know, if people are really confident of themselves, she should have come out to say where she got the source from. To say, I'm innocent, is so and so that told me, let's not go and look at that person. Those people that because honestly, like, are we not tired of gossiping like Jesus?
Like, are they not tired?
I'm
tired. And then you come out, you say these things. When they get you arrested, when the police, you know, they do their job and they get you arrested, you now apologize. And then you now come and say, oh, it was not your intention to damage their reputation or to hurt their feelings or to what? Why didn't you think about that before putting it out? It was like that Zlatan guy. About money,
about money, 112, something like that.
About money, something. You are now apologizing.
I said, I'm sorry, I apologize to you, Zlatan, for this. I didn't mean to harm you by saying this. I didn't know that you want to get to this extent. I mean, you could have just not done it in the first place.
Exactly.
That's like the best thing to do. Don't do it.
Have we not like become this attention-seeking generation? Because explain to me why that someone will make these statements. Some of them are so rude. I remember like back in was it Jamaica was talking about some ridiculous comments that you get, and then when it's not time, basically not come in the comments. I just like you. That's why. I'm like, you like.
I guess that was what informed the movie. Bad comments.
Like, how do you like someone and then be so hateful just to get a reaction? That is desperation. That is boredom. That is you're honestly unemployed. No,
that was my thought.
You're unemployed.
When the dummy foreign guy with Tiwa Savage. Exactly what I thought.
You don't have work.
Exactly what I thought.
Lucrative job that they are doing.
And I think the money part too. Elon money. What were you saying yesterday? I think that one too is also a factor because some of them they want the engagements, the metrics, or whatever it is. Just for them to get some money.
Relevant. Because in this case, like, it's not about that. I mean, she's a Nollywood actress, so I mean, she's not small.
No, even them.
Exactly.
Even them. It's crazy how because again you want to be bigger and because you have a voice, you might want a bigger voice because even though she's big, people are bigger.
Yeah, a lot of people are bigger.
Definitely, I don't know her. I don't think I've seen a single film she's ever done. And my cocoa is, or the matter is, at the end of the day now, you want more numbers, so there could be a likelihood that even celebrities are cloud chasing.
Yeah, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. And I don't understand why people feel like you can only trend for negative things. Like you can also trend for positive things. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily have to be the negative side alone.
But they don't see it like that. They believe that you must always trend for, because obviously bad news always founder more. That's like
they should post what their father did, their mother. Perhaps the one that they've done. That's if you want to post brother. Give us the one that takes you home. You want to drag your papa and mama. Don't come for like stranger. No, think about it now. The best drama is the one that we know in our house that nobody knows about. Now come and cast your mom, dad, and their in-laws. Now do that.
That one, if you don't trend. If you don't trend. Guys, you can be a part of the conversation. Join us live on YouTube, and of course, you can send your messages or your comments on the WhatsApp number on your screen right now. We have to go to break. We'll be back. You're still watching Take 3. Stay with us. You're still watching Take 3, guys, and we are back. Thank you for your comments on our social media platforms. I will kick off with that one. This one is from Life with Ife, Lawaika's crush.
Is it?
Nah. Yesterday. Hey, hot.
So it's real.
Valentine is coming.
Ife, please watch out. So. You're not the only one.
Okay, I didn't hear that. This one is from Life with Ife. It says, not sure it's me. Oh, okay, don't worry, we'll fix that. Thank you so much. And then Edewoye says, I think it's a network issue too. That's with regards to the sound. I think it's been worked on now. And he went on to say, my face on screen, hashtag take 3, let's go.
I mean, the conversations are on fire, including, I mean, from the See Me talk, we did get a message I didn't even take. And this person had talked about a bit of the statistics, you know,
Okay.
Rebecca had said.
50, 30, 20.
Exactly, which is really nice. But this guy says, good afternoon, guys. As for me, the women deserves 90% attention because of what they go through.
I know,
Is that
it's
a
quite a
man?
lot.
It's a man.
It's a man.
From this DP, it's a man.
Okay.
Yeah,
we
it's a
greet
man.
you, sir. But
Yeah,
I
we
will not
greet
take
you.
10.
We applaud you, sir.
I will not take 10%.
All right, moving on. This one is from Mavis Class. It says, allegedly we take you to court, so no cap, my sister. And then that one here says, people need to just shut up and stop talking about sensitive issues in other people's life. Joe, they were hungry them well. I agree with you.
I mean,
and then Mavis went on to say, all in all, don't share in the woman's glory. I mean, she pushed out the baby, went through all the pain and stress, while the husband supports her, but can't go through or feel the same pain she will ever have to deal with.
You people are going
My
far. Which
take.
one is those share?
Don't share in our
Are we not? It's the glory.
It's
not
my
ours.
spotlight.
Hey. It's our glory.
Did you push out the baby?
The glory is the baby.
I'm doing
And we
more
both
than you
came
are doing.
Oh, Jesus.
Together.
I am doing more
Well-
than you are doing.
But is it about
Yes. I'm just saying.
Oh, my goodness. We still have another hot topic, right?
Yes.
Let's get into it.
We do.
So this one, well, a controversial relationship take is sparking heated conversation online. And here's what happened. A man, like myself, like Labaika, let's be clear, because man and woman are different. They're different. A man declared that cohabitation is a non-negotiable requirement before marriage. And if you don't know what that is, we'll explain over the course of the conversation. But follow us. In a now viral post, he insists that a woman must live with him for 6 months to 1 year before he considers marriage, arguing that it helps him assess character, work ethic, sexual compatibility, and how she handles conflict. He also listed strict personal standards, including views on household roles, intimacy, and authority in the home. Now, while some social media users agree that cohabitation is it helps couples avoid surprises after marriage, others have slammed the comments as controlling, even misogynistic, and disrespectful, especially his framing of women's independence, you know, is consent and faith. Now, the debate has once again reopened discussions about modern relationships, gender roles, and what partnerships should really look like. Well, I would say anything as the married person here. I want to leave you people to you know, go ahead first.
Labaika. Over to
She put you to
Over to you, sir.
To be very honest, I believe it's very important for you to, cohabit with your partner, your fiance before it becomes your husband for like some time, so that you get to know each other. Because I believe that, just off surface meeting, dates, probably not enough. You understand? There are still some things you want to notice. There's some stuff that, for example, now you can easily add your character for somebody for like 24 hours, 2 days, 3 days. But when we have like a stretch of a week, I'm just saying, in my own context, like maybe a week now, you can get to now discover some little like, oh, this thing, I don't like this thing about you.
Some hidden talents.
Is that from hidden? You don't know, you understand? So I don't know, but in this particular case, I feel like there's no manual to marriage. There's no manual to dating. So there's no manual to meeting somebody. Just pray that you meet someone that obviously like matches you and then just completes you in one way or the other. Because on the long run, if you say you want to meet somebody and stay with them for a year, someone can pretend to you for a year.
I was going there.
Even 2 years.
I was going there, Labaika, because when you said 24 hours, 2 days.
You can pretend for a whole decade, for your entire life, you understand? So it all depends on who that person is. That person is kind, that person matches what you want. Those little things those boxes that they tick for you, that's what matters. I don't think it's about staying with them, cohabiting. No matter how long you cohabit, someone that is bad for you is bad for you.
But thing goes up, goes still
Yeah, exactly.
regardless.
Yeah.
But for the part where you said the fiancé part, or are you saying that before you put a ring on it? Or even while you're just like boyfriend and girlfriend, before he graduates to the level, okay.
Honest, like I said, there's no manual to any of these things. You understand? Because
I
if
think
you
it's
say
a personal thing.
exactly, it's a personal thing. If you meet somebody that's okay with, some people are not okay with staying with someone they are not married to for so long. You understand? You can meet someone like she might like you so much, but she's not interested in staying in your place for a week, 2 weeks. She might just stay like maybe a day, 2 days, and that's her principle. You cannot now stay because you want to really get to know her. You say she should go out of that principle and come and stay with you for a whole month. Why? Don't I have my own life? You understand? Some people have very serious work that they have to go to every day, and you cannot go from your house, for example. Maybe you stay on the mainland and work is on the island. How do you expect her to come to the mainland for a work that you get that kind of thing? So it's quite dicey. But the point is, just pray to meet someone that actually like completes you and then loves you like you want them to love you.
Also
That's what
compliment
matters.
you
Yeah,
as
that
well.
compliment you, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not only about staying with them, cohabiting, although it's actually important. So if you think about it, the fact that you don't get to like stay with somebody for so long can actually make you not know some things about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get. By the time you stay with someone for like even a week, you get to see something that you might even like them more. It's not always all about the negative part. You might even like them. You might not be like, oh, even if you're even thinking about something before, you don't want to do it before. You're like, you're skeptical about this.
Yeah.
When you now stay with them for like more time, more hours, more days, you're like, oh, I think it's actually a good risk, me trying to be with this person. So
you know, I think it's beautiful that people always say put your best foot forward. You know, you want to properly package. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, I want to tell people that. Just be honest with yourself. You know, there's a difference between packaging and trying to make yourself look nicer and blatantly lying.
Yes.
There's something that's being deceitful, being a snake under the green grass. I did say that.
Yes.
There is something like that, and a lot of times people want to pretend. People want to, you know, like paint a different image completely. If we're honest people, marriage relationships will be easier because people will just be honest. You know, if the guy doesn't want to go that far, you say it's not that you'll be lying, I will marry you, you know, and then you don't really plan to. The baby is not interested, she has 3 other guys.
Yes,
you
sir.
want to be as honest as possible so that you don't have anybody hanging, waiting, whatever. And those are the issues. But when this guy, there are a few things I feel like, even though I understand where he's coming from with this cohabiting, and like some people call it like maybe cutting, whatever, you know, but there's some plots that, you know, me as a Christian, I'm like, you know, and he talked about sexual compatibility.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are going to read his tweets now.
Yeah.
We'll read Glorious God's tweet because what I pulled up here is according to teachings of major world religions. But let's start with his tweets first. And then let's pull up the tweet, guys, so that we can read it out. So, Glorious God here says, just so you know, cohabitation is a must for me. I will never marry any woman until she has lived under my roof for at least 6 months to 1 full year. No shortcuts, no excuses. This is how I protect our future. I need to see the real her every single day, not the weekend version, not the dated mask. I watch how she sleeps, when she wakes up. If she sleeps beyond 7 a.m. often, that's a hard red flag. Lazy woman ruins a home. I won't accept it. And then he went on to say, I observe how she handles real disagreements and conflict. Does she stop cooking my food because she's angry? Does she lock me out of my own house because I came home late from work or hustle? Does she challenge my authority? I see everything. No hiding behind sweet talk or short visits. Cohabitation exposes character. It separates serious wife material from time wasters and pretenders. I don't marry blind. I guard my peace, my home, my life. Above all, I love God.
I mean, this could be anybody. This could be a pointer to both men and women. You know, because there are men who sleep past 7 a.m.
Yes, so
there are
9
men
a.m.
who pretend, who spend half their salary on, in fact, the entire salary, the moment they are paid at the club, popping Dorime, you know, and let's not lie, which man wants to marry that type of man too? No, there's no vision there. So even though we need to find a balance between making sure everybody who is ready for relationships actually gets in with this mindset that, okay, how do we handle these things together? But also, let's not lie, some of these things there, maybe we talk true. It's until you enter the relationship, until you commit to it, or you commit to saying, I'm actually going to, before you now realize. People that love each other still get married, and still, when you are vexed, you know what cook that food.
Yes.
Now your spirit will tell you just calm down, you are vexed, you are angry.
People turn unkind.
Honestly.
When they become unkind when they are angry.
When they're angry, yeah.
And it's interesting how the person could be patient when you are dating or during that 1 year, and when you are married, they don't want to be patient anymore.
Exactly.
Or they could not be patient now, but when they actually get married and you commit to them, they could have been more patient. So it's honestly hard to find the balance. But my own now, that sexual compatibility is tough. Because you want to keep her in your house for 6 months to 1 year. So you'll be sleeping with her.
For me,
so if you not say no, if you not say no, who will take her to? After you have used our left and right, you have do shake, you have done all the wiki. You can't return left. You can't return her.
Also, I think this brings us back to religious concerns. There's some religions that do not accept someone staying under the roof of another of the opposite sex for maybe, I don't know.
In fact,
that's where I'm coming from.
So I know for sure that would not sit right with many other, ladies too.
That's where I am coming
in
from.
our generation, people have normalized. I know my friends were telling me, wait, you only get married and you guys haven't had sex?
Yeah.
Like,
you don't know if you're sexually compatible?
That's the end, though.
Yeah.
And I can understand the fear, but I think love and marriage and choosing to be with someone is trust. It's trusting that, you know what, I've prayed about this, So God they in control, but we also are trusting each other that whatever the problem that might come out of it, we're going to handle it together.
It takes two to tango.
So when you talk about sexual compatibility, the guy go and sleep with you. Some of them will not sleep because you are used to it 6 months. He mentioned he said twice in a week. He said at least to sleep with the girl twice in a week. As what? As practice.
That's a lot.
Knowing well that for a woman, her body is different. And what if she carry belly? You will not say, well, the conflict, you didn't resolve it well after you have given her belly. Come on.
You put her in the family way and then you make her your family. That's it. It's not that far-fetched. So what I was talking about here, it says, according to the traditional teachings of most world religions, including Christianity, Islam, and whatnot, it says it is generally considered not right or prohibited to cohabit, live together with a romantic partner before marriage. And this is where I stand. Kojo.
Exactly.
Kojolake, there's no stay 6 months or 1 year. Weekends, yeah, maybe you're in town, I'm in town. Okay, baby, let's hang out, let's chill together, whatnot. Because the truth is, there are some of us that we don't pretend. What you see is what you get.
Yes, exactly.
If it's gas goes, it's gas goes. If it's cool, that's what you get. No stress. Yeah. You give, I give. Yeah. That's how it is. But for some people, of course, they cannot do that because they feel like, oh, just like he said, and that's his own opinion about the relationship thing. It feels like, oh, if I don't stay with this person for 6 months or a full year, I would not get clarity
also
on the person.
I have a problem with that timeline, with that frame.
So
because
long.
It says 6 months to a year. So I mean, for example, we have a lot of failed relationships. Because obviously, you cannot have one person that's who like you end up with at the end of the day. It's possible you can end up with that same person, but in most cases, it happens that maybe you have to try. And then maybe it doesn't work out, you see another person till you now find your perfect match. So in that way now, how many of your years do you want to waste? I mean, think about it now. You now spend six months with one particular lady, and the next thing another 6 months, another 1 year with another lady. I mean, that's how many years already? That's like 2 years or maybe, and that's just 2 relationships, for example. So if you're not spending doesn't maybe let's say for example now there are 365 days in a year, and on the 364th day, it happens that you're not something about and like no, go. So that means you bring another lady again for 365 days again.
Try and error.
I'm just saying because that's such a long time for you to say you want to cohabit with her before you not get to know that if she's yours or not. I feel like the vibe would obviously tell, your spirit will tell, you can pray about it. If you're a Muslim, go to the mosque, pray about it, tell your imam. If you're a Christian, go to the church, tell your pastor about this person, how you're feeling, let them advise you guys together. If there are like differences between you guys, let them speak to you guys. From there, that's where you see the progression of the relationship.
I feel like people are so lazy. And we're going to take reactions, but people are so lazy because there are so many other ways you can find out about someone. I mean, getting to know their friends, their family, their work environment. Yeah. You know, it's not just because you want to see her naked in the house and do 6 months or or eat free food where you know that I can't cook.
Very good, sir.
I'm surviving.
You know, somebody mentioned something along the lines of financial responsibility and how it takes off a whole lot of stuff from their own neck. Do you understand? Because they'll be eating free food. The guy will be responsible for taking care of the food.
And
you'll be going out together.
Trying to show that you are the wife material.
You can be doing
wife
you can wash.
Where they can change you.
And you can also do wake.
No time.
God, I beg. Let's take some reactions. On YouTube, here says, okay, this one is from Meva, right? It says, Sam and Labaika, it is on site. What's on site?
I don't know what you say.
You will tell me what's on site. And then she went on to say, nah, that's I love God, vex me, Pastor. I love God at the end of this.
You don't love God. You love to use people. I tell you, that's what he's doing.
Elizabeth Michael 5174 says, can you imagine the full chest? Cohabit care. That man never talk waiting in the fine. People can pretend though. I know. Yeah. Adele here says, what I got from the guy's tweet that is very profound is, will she not cook for you because she is hungry? Know how your partner will react when they get angry with you. That's valid.
It's not great for marriage. Because, let me tell you something, after time, I feel like people have said this for the longest time, marriage is about two forgivers, because you have to be willing to forgive. If that kind of thing, she vegetable cook. Now you go cook, say, baby, sorry, I made
I apologize.
It's not by walking out of the house. This is not 1960. Exactly. You now walk away. You think, say, she don't get work or things to do with her life. Okay. I mean, I like what Labaka had said when we started the show, in the sense that it's different, you know. It's different with different people. Relationships are different with different people. I'm going to be honest and say we did cohabit a bit before I got married. You know, you just have to make sure you put certain boundaries in place. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you know that your body is not firewood, or I used to say that thing, and you cannot hold yourself, you can't cohabit.
Stay away.
Because again, the idea of cohabiting is you're going to people don't realize how powerful sex is. We see it as a tool and people just want to enjoy it, but you are not able to make critical decisions when you have sex with someone because the sex is going to suit you.
Yes.
And once it suits you, you are blinded by other things that you don't see.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, if you're going to cohabit, you are not having sex. You are going to be waking up to pray. Yes, hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
You are
Amen.
going to do other things that will not blind you but open your eyes to see. And then, of course, the areas in that point where you find that you don't like, it's not to judge them, it's to say, okay, how can we correct this? Because when you don't realize it, so it's when you start doing that you realize that, okay, even me, I'm not too good though.
Yeah.
You start to realize that even you yourself are not perfect and there are things you need to work on because now someone's out there to point it out. So at the same way this guy is talking about not cooking, is this he paying bills? Is he going to meet his friends and sleeping over when they get to an argument? Is he popping his salary on Dorime now that he's planning for a woman at home? It's a balance. Okay.
Right. It has to be a balance, seriously, because for me, cohabitation, just like I read earlier, is seen as sinful and very detrimental to the spiritual life as well. Because even if you intend not to fornicate or have sexual activities together, all the lavish hanging and all of that, it can still push you into it. Just like you said, if you know that your body no be firewood and you know you cannot handle it, stay away, bro, brother or sister.
Or don't stay away. In 9 months' time, we will come to join you.
We'll come visit you.
Unlimited sexual compatibility.
It's
crazy.
So this one is from, okay, he said, firstly, it's all about you, Ba, what you want, what you are looking for in a woman, etc. What if the girl loves God and won't have sex? What if she wakes up 9 a.m. because the peace she finds in your place, she does not find anywhere else, but gets up 9 a.m. and cook and then cleans? So you cohabit with first girl, and after sex and things, you discover all this that you don't want. What next? On to the next one. Please, people should tell their true intent and stick with it.
My dear, he has opened his eyes. That the chicken's bum is now open.
It's open.
He has casted. He say he love God. We say we love God.
Oh my God! This other one is also from Instagram, and Ben says, this is not a bad idea, but it has been abused in a way too. So after the 6 months to 1 year, knacks and all, if una know they're compatible, now move on.
Another 6 months.
Moving on. What's next?
Just like I'm moving on to trending now.
Right? No, let's take some reactions on X with regards to this one. It says, Idoni Lord here says, whose daughter do you want to cohabit with for a year? I tire. You want to use me for 1 whole year? It's okay.
1 year.
Crafty Kels here says, living together shows habits. Yes. Turning it into an audit with sleeping clocks, sex quotas, and power test shows fear, not wisdom.
Sex quotas.
As in, marriage needs trust, respect, and consent, not surveillance. If peace requires control, the home stays loud.
People smart too. Hey.
Adeshola Essel says, cohabitation cannot even reveal a woman. Women can pretend for years. Hey. Ask married people.
Wow.
Saying you cohabit to know how she handles conflict makes me smile the more. Do whatever it pleases in your relationship, but don't conclude that a woman will be totally revealed during cohabitation. He said, totally revealed. That's interesting. Gaddafi Pondis here says, cohabitation is the proof I need as to the woman I'm with. Occasional meets-up does the trick, but it is to an extent if the relationship is to lead to marriage. For me, it's not only about knowing her in her true form, but also an opportunity for her to know what I am about as her man. Note that I'm not going to make this move with a woman unless I see potential in her. Everybody should do what's best for them.
Honestly, this is like
There's
after
no
you
rule
dated for
book.
like 2 years. Like you are very certain you want to take to the next step. Is what we're talking about this, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know how the church will definitely agree, like plan it, but I know that of course courtship will involve the pastor will know people will now know how they plan it. I don't think you
But
sleep
you not
over
sleep over.
even doing that. But
you not sleep over.
honestly, at this generation, are people ready to marry? Let's talk true. Do they really want to marry?
People where they do talk Kingston like saying water.
Do they really want to? They said cohabitation is key. Testing compatibility before committing. It's okay.
Testing compatibility.
Okay.
Bro, that is the best advice. Cohabitation helps you see the true person that you're proposing to spend the rest of your life with.
You might not see the true person, or you might even see the fake person. It might be the fake person that you are seeing.
For the whole cohabitation time.
And you know the thing about relationships is also the fact that we forget that we're human beings and people change.
Yes.
You know, me and you, we could relate on a certain level at this point, but then I'm also growing, I'm evolving, I'm changing. Your partner is changing as well. So how do you know that, you know, true color become bad color become yellow, everybody is changing. You just have to trust the process and trust this person you're with.
And
If you
trust
can't,
God too.
my dear,
Trust God.
And also one testament to knowing that you cannot, there's no boundary to this thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can be dating somebody and that person is sweet at that particular time. For the whole dating, cohabitation period, I mean, all sweet, all nice, exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And you now marry that person.
That's what I wanted to
and
say.
then everything just changes.
Yeah.
So now this whole tweet that you put up saying that cohabitation is very important, at the end of the day, it might not even make any sense.
Yeah.
Because when you now marry that person now shows you their true color. And then I'll be like, oh.
Yeah,
So
it happens. That happens a lot, and we've seen lots of women. I mean, some of the forums or conferences that you attend, you hear some women say, "Oh, when they were with this person, they usually say to your brother, "Toba domisilenu." If you come back in 5 hours, you meet the water there where you were dating. But when they got married, they become inology, inolenu, shongo, shongo. You know, so you just like we have said and we've established, there's no rule book to this. We just pray that God, at the end of the day, because hey, marriage,
But
it's
don't
a hard
worry.
nut to crack.
We wish you the best of luck deciding your partners. We'll be at your wedding if you invite us.
Yeah.
And we do hope it lasts, because as for the divorce rates, we don't want to hear about it anymore.
Amen.
We're tired.
Amen. So that thing scares me.
It scares
Jesus.
you?
Oof.
Don't worry.
God help
I think
me.
our generation will do a fantastic job with
we
marriage.
would.
You know, we'll do a good job.
I mean, you started already.
You know, hallelujah. You know, we thank God. Glory.
On that note,
We got to wrap it up.
we pack our bags and leave the studio.
Thank you for being a part of the show. We'll be back same time tomorrow, 4 p.m. to bring you all the entertainment stories and everything hot. You know the squad, man, it's always on fire.
Yeah.
All right, follow us on all platforms too. This is bye from the entire team. Cheers.
Okay,